Here is a country of great contrast.
Great civilization of antiquity.
A foreign country a step away.
All right. We're back. It's the Casa de Cavazos. Justin in Chicago, Nathan in Westco, Texas, and Brother Jared dialing in from New York City. How's it going? It's been a while since we've had the pod. It's been a while since Brother Jared's been on the pod. I feel like the newest event was Nathan going to Vegas.
Yep, it was. But I thought the pod was dead at this point. I'm surprised we're even here.
I forgot what a podcast was.
Well, Ada's not here because she's busy with campaign stuff. So this is going to be a very different episode. And, you know, from the ashes of the former pod, the phoenix shall rise of the new Casa de Cavazos. From the dead, just in time for Halloween. This is Zombie Pod.
Zombie pod.
So how was your trip to Vegas?
It was pretty good. The run was good. Ada was obsessed with the campaign the whole time, though. So that's all we talked about.
So you ran a half marathon, and Ada was just talking about the half marathon while running as well.
Well, I didn't run with her. She was like, "You can leave me." So as soon as the race started, I was gone immediately. Never saw her to the end, and then had to wait to take her picture. But it was a good race. I'd do it. I'd definitely do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Personal record: 1 hour, 51 minutes. That's probably the coolest medal I've ever gotten.
Do you have it with you right now?
Yeah, check this out.
Holy crap.
It's a little roulette table, and it actually
moves?
spins. Yeah.
Can you get like a little marble, like a little pellet to put in there?
Yeah. I guess you could.
I don't know. I thought
They were,
your Austin one was pretty cool because it was a belt buckle that you could actually put on a belt.
yeah, it was all right. But I really like this one. I actually like the one for the 7-mile race better because it was black.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you ran the full marathon, it was gold. That was kind of like, I would have preferred the black one, but did not happen. But I was happy about the PR. Did not train enough due to my medical issue I had a couple weeks prior. Yeah. But
Still the knee?
no.
But is this the most you've trained for a half in a while?
Yes, because I was running every day prior to that, and then after that, I started running again pretty much every day. So that kind of helped. But I mean, everybody had told me it was a fast race, and sure enough, it was. So the initial start of the half, you're like 4,800 feet above sea level, right? That's what it's supposed to be. And as you're going, by the time you hit like mile 10, you've gone down like 2,000 feet.
Jesus Christ.
So at the expo, they were talking about this. A guy that does a lot of coaching for this race says like, hey, like, don't be afraid that you're going too fast. Because that decline, every so much of decline, he said, like, you're shaving off like 8 seconds per mile. So for me initially, like, my time was showing like 7:30 per mile. And I was like, but I felt really good. So I tried to slow down, and like, I was like, I mean, I feel fine. So I was like, I let my legs carry me. And about 8 miles in, I was only at maybe like an hour or two. And I was like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to do the 5 miles in 50 minutes or less. So I was able to carry it through. If my legs were strong, I think I could have done like a 140.
Yeah.
What was your previous PR?
Previous PR was 201, like 12 years ago in Austin. Something like that, 12 years ago.
It's very different when you have to go downhill. It's first of all, it's like a different set of muscles that you have to use. But after hearing what it was like to do that final stretch in Austin where it was all uphill.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous. I wish that race was set up the opposite way. Like, get all the incline out of the way and then just coast to the finish. But yeah, I'm definitely doing it again. And leading up to the race, very low motivation lately. I've ordered a testosterone test to make sure I'm okay. Maybe that's why my motivation energy is so low. And I was like regretting my life decisions. But after the race, I was like, yeah, I can do this again.
Mm-hmm.
Not motivated to get an even better time. So as you already know, don't ask me for any life advice because you're just going to end up running half marathons.
Even if you don't want to.
Even if you don't want to. Like Ada. I don't know why she keeps going.
But she didn't want to do this one?
Oh, if you've watched the pod or whenever we tell her about it, she's like, God damn it. Like, again? Like, if I'm forcing her to sign up. Like, if I paid her entry fee or something. But no, I guess he somewhat enjoys spending time with me then.
Yeah, because like she posted, there was that sign at the Las Vegas half marathon and marathon that's like why I'm running, and Ada wrote down because you made her do it.
Yeah, everybody else had something inspiring. It was just like, because this asshole made me do it.
As if she doesn't want. She likes doing it, right?
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of stressful right now with the campaign to get those runs in. But me personally, if I had that much stress, I'd probably want to get those runs in.
Yeah,
But you know what? Just leave me alone. I'm going to run for 2 hours.
that'd be great. You have time to yourself. No one can bother you.
Yep, like if you can catch me, you can talk to me. Otherwise, I'll be back.
How many times have you been to Vegas at this point in your life?
10. Still enjoy it every time. I was kind of interested to see because everybody talks about the demise of Vegas, but no, I mean, it's been the same. I mean, the first time I went, I was 18 years old. Now I'm 41, and like, it's never been dead.
Yeah.
The only time it's dead is 4 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Other than that, still very lively. Good scene. We did see two people getting massages at the sports bar
What?
at the Cosmo.
Is that
Yeah,
a normal
at
service
first-
they offer?
Apparently it is. They had a black shirt that had like gold letters that just said massage.
Oh.
And they were walking around the casino with like a little pillow. Because initially I thought it was just some like old lady trying to get some money from a really old guy. And I saw the shirt, and I saw old lady literally with a glass of wine, and her face was like on the freaking counter getting like a massage.
On the counter? Like not even like a chair, just
I mean, she's sitting on a chair, but her face was like down.
but not on a special massage chair where there's like a hole for
No,
your face,
no,
like
no.
face down on the
No.
bar.
Correct.
What the hell?
And I was trying to get one for 8. She's like, "No, I'm gonna get you." And I was like, "No, I need like a leg massage. I don't think that's gonna work right here."
Yeah.
And they're like directly ahead of us. And this is like during the Sunday night game, the Packers and the Steelers. Everybody's going crazy. And I look forward and see the other old guy, and that's why I noticed where it said massage on the shirt. Like, this guy's getting a massage like on his face. Like, he's like touching his face. He's acting like it's the greatest thing ever. He's making all these expressions. I'm just like, damn, what the hell's going on in this casino?
Was he
So,
like moaning
that's-
too? He's like, oh yeah.
I mean, if I was close to him, I would imagine he was moaning. But do not recommend the Cosmo then. I still prefer the Aria.
I might be going back with Nikki to the conference, and I think we decided on what hotel did we decide on for Vegas? So we decided to do the Park MGM on recommendation from the Vegas diehards in the family chat. We'll report back if there are masseuses on the floor.
Did you see the Sphere?
I've only ever seen it when we're landing. Still haven't gone to it. I was trying to look for something to do. I think the last night we were there, and I was like, "Oh, there's a show, The Empire Strikes Back." But actually, it was a burlesque show called The Empire Strips Back. So Ada did not want to go.
The Empire Strips Back is a classic.
Yeah, there was someone that I worked in a show with in San Francisco who originated the Leah role for that. They workshopped it here in Chicago for a bit.
And then I had another idea. I was like, "Oh, let's go to Swingers." Ada's like, "What? Why would we go there?" I'm like, "It's like a fun golf place at Mandalay Bay."
Yeah.
Swingers is awesome. Last year at the conference, there was a free event that we went to. We got a free round of mini golf, and the food there is really great too.
So,
They got like 3 or 4 different courses just in that one building.
but we ended up doing nothing, and I was really sore anyway, so I could barely walk that day. But got some bets in, didn't win, blew it all on the Cowboys. Unfortunately,
You bet on the Cowboys?
I did a parlay. I had the Colts to win, won easily. Packers won easily, and the Cowboys just got slaughtered.
Damn. Don't bet on the Cowboys, I guess.
The media full.
Don't bet on the Cowboys on the road.
Well, apparently they have not beat the Broncos in Denver since like Tom Landry.
What?
Yeah, they were
hell?
showing it, and I was like, "This, I would have never bet on this."
Is it just because of like the elevation? Because like not all of those Broncos teams can have been good.
But you also got to remember, like, football's like that weird sport. Like, you could only play this team like once every 4 years, and then that streak can potentially go forever just because of that. Like, if it was a division foe, there's no way that would have been real.
Yeah. Basically, like, anyone who talks about traveling to Denver for athletic events, that the air is a real issue. Like, you do have a cardiovascular advantage if you're a Denver native.
Well, I did wonder about that because the guy who was that was talking about the race was saying that like the elevation was going to affect us, and actually like it felt awesome. I was like, is this real? Should I just keep going? Am I going to just crash out because I'm not used to this elevation? But it felt really good.
Yeah, but you're here. You survived.
Survived. I'm back. Walking around like a giraffe, a baby giraffe.
Are you sore or injured or what?
My calves and my quads are extremely sore.
Yeah.
No injury. There's no injury.
So you can.
Gotta hire an in-home masseuse to come.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea in the Rio Grande Valley. I'll probably end up blackmailed somewhere.
Yeah. So now you can call yourself a runner. Like that is your athletic identity now.
Yep, pretty much has to be. My knee's holding up.
Yeah.
No more basketball, so I think I'll continue. Let's see if anybody else joins me. I did see a family there was supposed to run. They were all supposed to run together, but they were upset. And it was a Mormon family.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, only 2 of them ended up doing it.
What? Out of how many? Like 12?
I don't know. The girl was talking about how like she only signed up because they convinced her, and then push comes to shove at the very end. Like almost all of them bailed.
Damn.
Oh, damn it!
Are you watching the game right now?
Immediate home run, already losing.
Do
Anyway,
the Dodgers have a chance?
I think they have a chance regardless of what happens tonight, but I'd really like to win tonight and have 2 chances to close out in Toronto. But
Did you doubleheader, the World Series doubleheader the other night?
I was up all night, watched the entire game, missed my gym session, and I was like, well, I'm still really sore and I'm really tired, so made that up today.
Yeah, you got to recover after a very intense athletic event. Speaking of sports, we've all been keeping up with the very beginning of the NBA season. It's very exciting. I have my San Antonio Spurs jacket here. Check that out.
The jacket is sick as hell. Where'd you get that?
Got it for my birthday like a year or 2 ago. Got those
Damn it!
Fiesta colors. Another home run or what?
Back to back to start the game.
Wait, who's pitching?
The guy that pitched game 1, Blake Snell.
Hmm.
Okay, continue. I will try to keep my outburst to a minimum.
I told you it was just going to be like that scene from the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Are we allowed to play that clip on the pod?
Fuck him up.
I mean, I don't see why not.
No, there's usage rights and all that. Surprising start to the season. I know some folks have had easy schedules, but you got a couple of undefeated teams like the Chicago Bulls and the San Antonio
Bulls
Spurs.
haven't lost?
No, the Bulls are 3-0.
Okay,
I'm actually going to go to the 76ers Bulls game next week. And maybe they'll still both be undefeated by then. It'll be a battle of the undefeateds.
Philadelphia's undefeated?
They're 4-0. Top of the Eastern Conference, technically.
It's interesting because I read something about that. Embiid looks really bad so far.
Well, I mean, they still got
Well, Edgecombe is looking really
Tyrese
good.
Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's been good for a while. Is Paul George playing yet?
From Podcast 13.
Yeah. He had to step away. It's affecting his game.
Yeah.
What about the Lakers, though? America's team in basketball.
They're 2-2.
2-2. Have you seen Austin Reeves?
I mean, he had that 50-some point game.
He followed that up with 42, though.
Damn.
He's averaging like
What?
36 points a game.
Do you think he's him? Do you think he's he's the guy now? I mean, you were an Austin Reeves hater last year.
Still am, but he's proven me wrong so far.
At least offensively.
And I don't think the Lakers are gonna be able to keep him. He declined their offer, which I think was like 4 years, $89 million,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're projecting after these first few games that he's gonna get that 5-year, $240 million contract.
Damn.
So unless LeBron retires, Austin Reeves will probably be on another team next year.
I mean, do they try to trade him now? If he's hot?
I don't think they try to trade him unless they don't think they can sign him. But obviously, him declining, he bet on himself. He's not gonna accept a pay cut.
Yeah.
Well, he's always played really hard. I say I'll give him that. I just don't understand how he's getting like 12 or 13 free throws a game right now.
He's not afraid to drive. I mean, he'll go down there.
I mean, if people complain about SGA, I mean, If this continues with Reeves, I think you'll have a lot more complaints.
Yeah. So is that your first?
Yeah, 22 free throws against Sacramento.
Yeah, DeRozan in the press conference was like, how does this happen?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 22 free throws, really? Like to this guy, essentially, was what he was saying.
Austin Reeves, is that an overreaction for you to start the season?
I don't think so, because even when Doncic was playing, he had 26 and he had 25 in those first two games, and the second one he went out, he carried that entire load. So I'm thinking he wants to be a max player,
Yeah.
and he doesn't care if he has to leave. I think he wants to prove that maybe he could be a leading guy. There's just some guys that are like that. They're not. I don't think he's happy just being second or third guy. I think he wants to prove to people that he's a number one.
Yeah, especially if he can put up those numbers. I mean, the knock on him before was his defense, and it still kind of is. I mean, he's not going to be as strong a defender as Kawhi, obviously, but he's available. He is healthy. And he can put up buckets.
And his defense is not for a lack of trying either. As much as I always hate him, like he definitely puts max effort. So
Yeah.
can't really hate on that too much.
Yeah, interesting year to start in the Western Conference. The Spurs are 4-0. Wembanyama looks like an alien. Still, he looks.
Is it true that he grew 2 inches?
I don't buy it. He's stronger though. He's definitely stronger.
He definitely looks like he's comfortable in his body now.
Yeah, he is going down a lot more. He's putting his shoulder into bigs a little bit more often. The team seems to be able to find him in the scenarios where, especially in his rookie year, people were just like, man, like he's right there. Why don't you just toss the ball to him?
How many dunks did he have in the first game? Was it 9?
I think it was a lot. I think it might have been 7, but 9 sounds plausible. He just keeps having these ridiculous plays in game after game that just seem unconscionable to even try. Like the 360 layup that he did in their recent game. You just have to like laugh at how absurd this guy's playing.
They figure out how to play with him, especially after having another full year under their belt, and they're doing all of this without De'Aaron Fox, who's another huge offensive guy for them. Is that all those role players, all those young guys, they're stepping up. Stephon Castle was talking in an interview about how the entire team understands that it's time to grow up and it's time to win now. And knowing that they have as strong a defender as Wembanyama back there, all of the perimeter defenders are going to lock in. If they can do their jobs on the perimeter, then it's going to be very hard to score on them. They still go through these periods of time where a lot of people are running up numbers on them after they've amassed a pretty huge lead when Wembanyama's off the floor, but they're able to close so far. I'm curious to see how their closing abilities will improve when Fox is back. You know, one-time clutch player of the year.
A lot of discourse among internet folks has been that nobody understands why the Spurs would give Fox that max contract. But the thing is, they have a whole suite of very talented young players on cheap deals, and it's really not like a big deal for them to splurge on, maybe a top 20 player.
Yeah. And I think Sohan's still hurt too.
Well, we'll see when the schedule gets a little bit tougher, but promising start. Definitely a team to watch.
Yeah, Cornette and Olynyk are hurt too, so they don't have a lot of big depth other than Bismack Biyombo providing some minutes. One of the greatest names in all professional sports.
And he was already unshackled in a fool.
For doing what?
Somebody drove, I think Castle got like an and one, and he went to like go lend him a hand to get up, and instead he just fell on top of Castle.
That earns you a top spot.
Quick aside. Now, without looking at your stat sheets and scoreboards, I want both of you to try guessing who the current top 5 scorers by average are this far into the season.
Well, I actually looked at this, not all of them, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, don't go first. So Justin should go first. Okay.
I'll say Austin Reeves is up there. Luka Doncic. Giannis. Man, who's balled out? I feel like they're
Jamal Murray.
Aaron Gordon. I feel like we're so early in the season. If you have you have a 50 piece, you're going to be up there.
You have one more guess for your top 5.
Now let's just say SGA.
Okay, Nathan, who you got?
Pretty sure Doncic is on there because he only played 2 games, so he should be number 1, averaging 40 plus, right?
He's gonna make you say all of them.
Is that yes or no? He's not number 1?
Well, he's on the ESPN list.
Oh, but they're not putting him in because of the missed games?
Maybe.
Okay, so then it has to be Austin Reeves. Giannis is definitely on there because I think he's averaging like 36 and like 17 right now.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Jamal had a big game, but I don't know how many of those games he had. But I don't think Aaron Gordon would be there. He's played too many games. Honestly, I haven't been keeping track, so I'm going to say I don't even think Wemby's on there, is he? I think I only got 2. I only think that I know Reeves and Giannis are there for sure. I haven't watched enough of the games to know who's really playing well right now. Did Justin get
It's gonna be someone like on freaking like Orlando or Toronto or something.
Justin was 3 of 5. So number 1 at 37.5 points a game is Tyrese Maxey.
Nice. That's why Philly's
number 2 is Giannis. Number 2 is Giannis. Number 3 is Austin Reeves. 4 is Shea. And number 5, Lauri Markkanen in Utah at 34.7 points a game.
Well,
he's still really good.
Yeah, that team is trash. He's the only one who can score.
Well, they did beat the hell out of the Clippers. There is that.
Why did that happen?
I have no idea. Did not watch because, and brings me to other things about NBA I want to talk about. Their freaking whole broadcasting is completely fractured.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I'm just like, why can't we just go back to regular cable where you can just get League Pass and you get all the games?
You can't even get everything in League Pass anymore, right?
I'm telling you, that's what happened the first night. I was trying to watch the Clipper game, so I signed up for a free trial of League Pass, and it wasn't on there. And finally, I found out that it was on FanDuel Network, which also wanted me to sign up for a free trial. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, did we foresee this? Like, with all the changes of the media deals, NBA going back on NBC, Amazon getting games, NBA getting off of TNT, and also getting some games, more games to ESPN with Inside the NBA too. Did we foresee that we were going to have even more paywalls to have to go through to watch as many games as we wanted to?
It's getting worse. Last night, for example, you had the NBC doubleheader, right? You had the Knicks game, and then you had gimme the ball and I'll dunk it. So you had the Knicks game, and then you had the Clippers game. And when this used to be on TNT, you would have both games on, same network doubleheader. I was trying to watch the game on YouTube TV. It's supposed to be on NBC, but they're only showing the game in your market. So I don't know if you guys were getting the Knicks game in Chicago and in Texas, but as soon as that game was over and the post-game show was over, there was no way for me to watch the Clippers Warriors game.
It's garbage.
So now it's regional for basketball.
Yeah, for the coast to coast game on NBC.
Did they show a different game?
No, just the news. I was watching the news.
That's exactly like football. Like when you don't have Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
Like you might have a morning game and the afternoon just watching garbage programming.
Well, it might be because you're on the East Coast. I feel like Central Time, we probably still will get the evening game programming.
Were you both able to see both games?
I was not watching that night. I was probably working.
Not watching, but I'm pretty sure it was on.
Next NBC Tuesday night. You let me know if you can watch both of those games, and then if that's true, I'm fucking moving out of New York
immediately. There's got to be another way.
Piracy.
This is why people pirated, right? This is why people learned how to use all the illegal streams the first time, and now it's happening again.
It's at an all-time high.
Yeah, I mean, it used to just be an annoyance. Like if you're actually a fan of the local team, like sometimes you're blacked out. But it's like, for us, I still think it's bullshit. I got to drive 4 hours to go watch that game. So why the fuck are you blacking me out? But as far as this now, where you got like FanDuel Network and all this other crap, like, I don't know. It just makes me not want to buy anything. Like, I don't even care.
Yeah, I did a free trial for just the single team pass for the Spurs when they were playing the Nets the other night. And even if I was paying for that, I couldn't watch that game because their market is in Brooklyn, because it's a Brooklyn Nets game.
Is there not like just the local affiliate who shows the game?
Not on for a big season for the NBA, no, unless you're paying for a cable package. specifically for that stuff.
Because I know down here, CBS started carrying some of the Spurs and Mavericks games
Yeah,
over the air.
No, I think you need. I think for the Nets, you need Yes.
Oh, what?
Sports, or which was now the Gotham app.
No, here.
So there's basically two services. You have, well, Gotham Sports is supposed to have all the New York sports. It consolidated between Yes and MSG, but it's still worse. Like you're saying, it's worse
That's
than cable.
absurd. In Chicago, like you want to see the Bulls, if you're on YouTube TV, you get NBC Chicago for like Chicago sports, and that's not a problem. You get to see the game anyway.
Sounds like a lot of games are being played here.
Yeah, both literally and
Need
metaphorically.
James Dolan and we can't see most of them. Get James Dolan's grubby hands off of my basketball.
I mean, who knows? Maybe viewership will go down, and the NBA will realize. But right now, the financial incentive is way too high for them to not take all of these deals with these different companies who are willing to pay billions of dollars for the right to air their games.
Someone needs to make, if we have someone doing an edit, make a meme of that scene from Space Jam where the aliens are taking the power from the ball, and it's just like James Dolan and then the NBA just like sapping away like all the local markets.
Well, the last NBA thing I think we should touch on is the gambling. Woke up that morning with Rozier and Billups being arrested.
Have you read up on that situation?
Yeah, apparently it was pretty bad the way they were cheating people out of these games. And they were
It was supposed to be like world-class poker players coming in to play with these guys who were not professionals, and they're being like, "Why are we losing?" And it was such a high-tech operation. They had like cameras under the tables, cameras everywhere around the room.
X-ray tech.
The hell.
And sometimes they needed like these players like Billups to show up because some people just wanted to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
And like in one of the stories, they're talking about how like the guy just kept losing. So like, hey, we need to let this guy win a hand, like make him feel like good about himself or something. But then it's not like some people just like didn't even care. Like they wanted Billups to win. Like they wanted to tell their story. Like I lost my money to Chauncey Billups.
The hell, man. After all of that career,
So do you think that?
some people are just addicted to gambling.
Do you think he's going to get a Jordan type ban or a Pete Rose type ban? Because I feel like the latter will probably apply more to Terry Rozier.
Neither one is actually like banned from the league. They're just suspended right now during the investigation. And there's some speculation. I forgot by who. Somebody thinks that Billups wasn't there like on his own. That the mob got something on him, and like they kind of blackmailed him to doing this stuff.
Which mob are we talking about? Like the Italian mob? Like,
Well, he was living in New York. He was part of the Knicks for a while. So I don't know much about the mafia in Portland, Oregon.
yeah, that's what Donald Trump is sending all those law enforcement out to weed out the mafia in Portland. Obviously.
Yeah, that was so crazy. Like Cash Patel was out there announcing all these fines in the NBA, but he can't release the goddamn Epstein files. Very bad. Well, you can say a lot of things about him, but I heard there was some Game of the Year awards coming up.
Oh yeah, we're closing in on the end of the year. So Nathan, by your own admission, you haven't played many of the Game of the Year.
Have you
award
had much
candidates,
chance to
right?
play many video games aside from Elden Ring Night Rain this year?
Not really. So when you guys bought Silk Song 2, I remember I tried it out initially. The first one, when y'all talked about it, I still have it.
Hollow Knight?
Never went very far. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give this game a shot. I'm still playing it. I'm definitely not very far. I had to drop it for a little bit. So, I mean, that's the only one. I was looking at all the other games. I saw like maybe one or two that I know you guys have played, but I don't really know what the favorites are.
So it's really interesting because a lot of people who are really into Silksong coming out were big fans of the first game. But since you didn't really have that experience, I'm really curious what your early game experience has been.
My early game experience, I'm kind of annoyed right now by the fact like I can't run. I don't know if you get these abilities later, if there's like a double jump or stuff like that. I'm assuming you can add something because there's some form of currency, but I have not accumulated enough to ever buy anything. And whenever I do, I forget. I'm advancing, and eventually I die and I go back to zero. So one of these times when I'm playing, I need to just be mindful of my balance and go buy some of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I will say is that as a traditional Metroidvania, all of your traversal abilities are going to be gained through, exploring and defeating bosses, not through actually buying them.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I think the last thing I did was this like worm boss, and I had only tried it a few times and killed me pretty quickly, so I haven't got back to
Yeah,
that yet.
it is difficult, especially in the early game when you don't have your whole kit
Yeah.
yet.
Something that
So we
I'd
have two.
forgotten when I had first played Hollow Knight and then restarted playing it at a certain point. Because you get into the end game, there's all this end game content, so you're really comfortable with the moveset and all the stuff that you can do by the time you're getting to the end of the game. And then you restart it and you're like, wait a minute, like this character is actually horrible to control. This feels terrible. I can't run. I can't dash. I have very limited directional control of my attacks. Like I don't know what I'm doing, and I just need to just hunker down until I get the good stuff. And then the beginning of Silk Song felt the same way. It's just like, man, this feels bad. This does not feel good to control. I know it will feel better eventually, but it feels bad.
So do you think it has a chance to
Now,
win?
I don't think it should win. I think it got a
on
lot of
hype.
hype. I think the art style is excellent. I think there's some cool design decisions or there's some cool storytelling involved in the game. However, I don't know. I feel like it needs to be almost an unassailable experience from front to back. And I finished the game. I 100%ed it. Did like all the challenges. Did like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and I don't know. Like when the game is really good, it's really good. Even if it's like this challenging boss, you feel like you can do one more run. You're going to overcome it at some point from just your reflexes and timing being honed in a little bit more from knowing exactly the breadth of all the moves I can do. But for every one of those, there's a boss that's like total horseshit. That's not fun to play. Um, hitboxes don't feel good. Your weapon reach does not feel good for the most part. It's also this very old school game strategy where if you even touch an enemy that's not even attacking you, you will get damaged. And sometimes it's like 40% of your health, especially in the early game.
He's got opinions.
But there's some really good
For
parts.
me, you mentioned, for a game of the year candidate, it's something you want to keep playing and coming back to. And I've actually found myself putting down Silk Song quite a bit because I am obsessed with getting to the end of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And if you're unfamiliar with the game, it is a turn-based RPG, kind of in the mold of Final Fantasy, and some people have likened it to Persona in the combat system. But it's made by a smaller developer, which is made up of a bunch of ex-Ubisoft staff, which means the game is incredibly French.
Like
But it's beautiful. It's a real achievement from a smaller team. But what I will say about it is that, a lot of people want it to be their game of the year, but it has a surprising amount of jank for something that's even in the conversation. The story, the world building, the combat, all fantastic.
wait, you said it's super French. Does that mean that one of your weapons can be like a baguette?
There is a costume you can get for all the characters where they have a baguette.
Wait, what?
Backs, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they don't fight with it.
Damn.
But the costume is literally called baguette, and they all have berets
What the hell?
and like a striped shirt.
Are you guys playing all these games on handhelds?
No, I'm doing Silk Song on the Steam Deck, which I'm actually playing docked a lot, and I'm playing Clair Obscur on the PS5.
Yeah, I was playing Silk Song on the Steam Deck. Mostly docked. Sometimes I do handheld. I'm playing Hades 2 in a similar combination of those.
Hades 2 is also
How
on
do you
that
feel about
list,
it?
right?
Yeah, and we're talking about Polygon's front runners for Game of the Year. I was someone who really loved the first Hades game, and the first Hades game, I think, like Hollow Knight, had a lot of cultural appeal for even casual gamers, probably more so than Hollow Knight, because I knew people who were like not into action games at all who 100%ed the game. So as someone who plays Hades 1, but not Hades 2, I'm curious as how Justin feels about how it compares
I
to his
I think
predecessor.
Hades 2 feels pretty good. If you've played the previous entries, I think some of the weapons are different enough that it scaffolds in a way that feels like if you were a new player, you could pick it up. But if you're an experienced player, it's still a new, fresh challenge because the character plays completely differently. The way you do your casts and all your different types of attacks with all your weapons is different. You do have to go on these like collection quests to get certain things to advance your progression for the most part, which I don't typically love. But when the game starts to open up, it actually gives you a little bit more of a directed goal where you're like, oh, I know this material is in this region, so I'm going to go and do a run there because I'm kind of trying runs between these two different spots. The writing is still good. It feels good for the most part. Some weapons are better than others. Yeah.
Right.
So, which one do you think is going to win Game of the Year?
I'd probably say Hades too.
I mean,
it doesn't have those drawbacks or those like but like arguments. I think so far in my playing of it, I don't think I'm anywhere near finishing it, but I have a very strong sense of the totality of its gameplay at this point.
Now, where's Ass Blaster in these rankings?
Unranked. It's not called Ass Blaster, all right? It's called Ass Blast Simulator.
Okay, where's Ass Blast Simulator in these rankings?
It was not submitted for consideration.
Not ranked at all.
Unranked.
Well, the other two games that a lot of people are talking about are Death Stranding 2. I played through the first game. I was pulled in and I finished it. Also, while I had the flu, might have something to do with it feeling delirious at the end, or maybe that's just a Hideo Kojima.
Wait, whenever you play a Hideo Kojima game, like those Metal Gears, do you understand the story by the time it's over? Or are there still things where you're like, what the hell just happened?
When I'm playing it, yes. If you ask me to retell everything now, I don't know if I could do that for you. But Death Stranding 2, I've heard, has a lot of quality of life improvement, has a lot better pacing than the first game.
You mean you walk faster? Is that the better pacing?
Probably not. It's all about the walk. It's about the journey. But it's one of those games where, if it's the first game but better, it's just such a niche title. It's so weird that I don't think that, it's going to get that kind of Game of the Year buzz. Underrated candidate, though, that I haven't gotten to try, but, just based on the bona fides of the Super Mario Odyssey team, is Donkey Kong Bonanza. That had so much buzz when it first came out. And only one of us here has a Switch too, so.
And I have not played it at all.
Do you even have it?
Do you own it?
It's there. It's sitting on my entertainment center. Probably hasn't been charged in a few months.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, no. I have no games. The only game I have is Mario Kart World.
The pack-in?
Yeah, the pack-in. Well, it's a download, and I was very annoyed with the whole setup, too. I had to, unauthorize one of my Switch consoles for it to work. And I did not enjoy that at all. But I don't have any of these games. I only played Silk Song, so I have no horse in this race. However, very excited about Ninja Gaiden 4, which I'll probably purchase over the next few days.
I was watching some footage of it, and it really does feel like a Platinum Games brawler meeting a classic Team Ninja game.
Apparently it's really good, and as you know, I have played all these games to completion, so it's time for part 4.
To completion?
I've never played any of the Ninja Gaidens. I know I've played games that are considered difficult, like Hollow Knight, like Silk Song, like the Dark Souls series and Bloodborne. How does Ninja Gaiden compare in terms of difficulty?
I actually don't think it's that hard, and I played in hard mode, but Jared thought it was bullshit playing those games on hard. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. As I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't need to extend the difficulty at all. Like even with Clair Obscur, people are saying to not try not leveling too hard because the end game gets really easy. It's really easy to get OP, but I'm like, I'm ready for the end. I'm ready for this to be over. Do you want to see one of the birthday gifts that my girlfriend made for me?
Sure.
I'm going to show it to you. It is a slipcover case. She crocheted because she got into tapestry crochet.
Wow.
Sick as hell. I can put my whole hand in it.
Is that what it's for?
I can put a muffle in it.
Did you put like a big ass flask? You could probably put like a MD 2020 in there.
Oh no.
A Mogan David 2020. Also, have you all spread to your circles that MD does not stand for Mad Dog?
I've not spread anything to any circle.
I don't even think about MD 2020s.
Yeah, how can you think about it
I
when
think
you don't
about- I think-
remember?
There is no MD
To be
2020.
real, I think about MD 2020 at least once a month
What? Why? Are you drinking that?
because most people don't. No, but who could forget such classic flavors as Banana Red, Orange Jubilee?
I know nothing about that, which I think means we should pivot into what shows you guys have been watching lately.
I've just been playing video games.
Oh,
Playing video games, watching the NBA.
I've gone out to a movie or two.
We recently started watching The Chair Company.
what's that on?
It's on HBO.
Oh,
Have you seen any of Tim Robinson's other stuff?
I don't even know who Tim Robinson is, so I can't answer that.
Basketball.
Yeah, he's the guy in that sketch. But he was a former SNL
He was
cast
on
member and
SNL
writer.
like very briefly.
So it's like a comedy.
Yeah. But he does this very absurdist, off-kilter sketch comedy kind of thing. He had a series on Netflix called I Think You Should Leave that has 3 seasons up. I lost a little bit of patience with the latter seasons because it is a lot of men yelling.
Wait, is he like
Uh,
kind of like an Eric Andre type?
Like cringe humor,
This is-
like
yeah.
non sequiturs.
Yes, but as sketch comedy instead of like Man on the Street, like interview type stuff. So The Chair Company is like a continuous narrative kind of show with very much the same energy. It's fun.
we started
3 episodes in right now.
rewatching The Sopranos from the beginning.
We were recently told that we should watch The Sopranos. Never seen it.
You should. I started watching it in high school when it was airing. I remember I got into like maybe the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I didn't have cable for a while, so I completely fell off. Not like, I mean, back then you had to like either record it or you had to buy the series, so it's quite a while. And then I bought the series and I never watched it, so now it's finally the time. But it's still really good. And actually, what I was watching on my own was Chad Powers season 1.
I saw ads for
You
that
like
up at a Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. They had ads plastered all over the Raising Cane's.
It's actually really good. It's kind of funny where it spun off from. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if you guys know that.
I mean, I was telling Becca about the origin story about Chad Powers, about how
What's the origin story outside of it being like Miss Doubtfire but football?
no, it was like this, like a reality type thing. Did Eli host it?
Eli Manning did it. He was Chad Powers.
Where he like went to like Penn State or some college as like a quarterback
tryout.
tryout. He's wearing like a prosthetic nose and this horrible wig. As like a walk on.
Like a big mustache.
His character's name was Chad Powers when he did that. It was just like this one off. Like I don't even think that episode's more than 10 minutes.
No, it's not. Like he's
What?
freaking killing it in the workout. All the players are like, "What the hell?"
Was it one of those Pepsi ad campaigns?
No, it was just some shit that he was
No.
doing. No, he had a couple of different athletes do stuff like that. I think he had like Jared Goff go undercover at like a high school or something.
Yeah, they had done a couple of things like that. So like the show actually like picks up on that, but in this series, like he starts off as a elite college quarterback. He's about to win the national championship, and he does everybody's favorite move. We've all seen it. It's already happened this season. He escapes. He does this crazy run, scrambles in for the touchdown, but he drops the ball right before he enters the end zone
Wow.
in a tie game in the national championship. And Georgia guy picks it up and runs it all the way, and he loses. But that's not why his life spirals out of control. So like he had a kid at the game that's like has cancer. He's like, "Russ, like you're my favorite player and everything." So like he's like, "You're still my favorite player." He's like, "I don't give a shit." And the dad's like, "Hey man, like you need to stop." And fucking, I think his Russ Stripling's his name. He like pushes the dad over. Like the dad falls over the kid with the wheelchair. So like he ends up like not even getting drafted. Like he's just like a piece of shit. Like nobody cares about him. Like he's a horrible person. So like it's like years down the road, and he gets this idea that he wants to play football again. He has an XFL contract, but like right before like that season's gonna start, the kid with cancer dies. So they call him like, hey, the contract's off.
What the hell?
And that's when like he like thinking about things. He really wants to play, and he has a prosthetic because his dad works in Hollywood, and that's what he does. And he takes this nose, and he goes and ends up trying out his Chad Powers. And I think the first season ends about 5 games in. They're like 5-0. He's a Heisman favorite
Spoilers.
already.
Wow. Was that an Amazon show?
Hulu.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the basketball. All the shows are on all the different platforms.
Yes, but luckily, like Hulu app's not going to exist pretty soon. Everything's just going to be on Disney, so we consolidate. Hopefully, that means though that I don't got to pay for Hulu and Disney though. If they still make me pay for that, I'm gonna be pissed.
So what's Justin watching?
No, I'm not watching shit.
He literally said he's like, I'm playing video games.
Playing video games, and then I'll occasionally go to the movies where I went to go see Begonia at a pre-release screening.
Yeah, now he has like 2 jobs, so he can't watch shit.
Yes.
How'd you like Begonia?
It was good. It was definitely for it's not a high bar here, but it's like the most like grounded Yorgos Lanthimos film that I've seen.
Really?
But it's just like any of his other films, like, and it's just, I mean, it might be his directing style. Like, no one acts like regular people. In The Lobster, in The Favorite, in Poor Things, like everyone's like got some weird thing going on. And of course, this movie still has.
Well, before
that,
before that, I thought Poor Things was his most grounded in terms of characters.
Okay. But must make a correction about Chad Powers though. The character's name is actually Russ Holiday. I said Russ Stripling, but that was like a Dodgers pitcher. So.
Russ
Holiday is the character who becomes Chad Powers.
Don't forget, played by Glenn Powell, right?
Yeah, played by Glenn Powell, who is the running man, I believe.
Is that the same people who did Bullet Train?
Wait, they're remaking Running Man?
It's a reimagination.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all. I think it's. Is it out
Are
yet?
they just redoing all the Arnold movies at this point from the 80s?
I guess so, but I think I do want to watch this. I didn't realize it was directed by Edgar Wright, who is the famed director of the Cornetto
And
trilogy.
Baby Driver? Have you ever listened to Baby Driver with headphones on?
No.
There's some really cool stuff that happens where they try to make the music mix reflect Baby's perspective. So there's sometimes where he'll like take one headphone out, so then like the audio actually comes out of that headphone for you as you're listening to it.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Well, I guess maybe we should sign off so that we can watch baseball and shows and have our lives back. How's that sound?
I gotta eat my soup.
Oh, you also made soup,
I gotta eat.
but not soup.
Sent you the picture.
No, I do not want soup because I feel everybody's gonna start making soup tomorrow in the RGV.
Gauntlet season, baby.
It's supposed to be 40 degrees overnight. Our first cold front after many false promises.
Now everyone's going to wear their parkas and their hoodies, and then they're going to freak out whenever the Winter Texans are playing golf in their shorts. Like, oh my God, how do they do that? How is that even possible?
Exactly.
It's like, dude, these people like lived in Canada. Like, this is summer for them, essentially. Well, all right.
Yep,
That's it for the Zombie Pod, which will probably be out on Halloween. Very spooky. Continue to follow us on all the platforms. If you want to continue hearing this pod, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Podcasts. Are we on YouTube? I feel like the episodes are on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Wherever you get your podcast.
I feel like we should be on TikTok, but that's for another day.
Yeah, it's Brother Jared's job. Get us on TikTok. Get us on TikTok. We still got the mailbag at casadecavasospod@gmail.com. You can also do the contact form at casadecavasos.com. And we'll see you later.
Peace.